Take a look at the view I have here, where I'm sitting. Isn't it great?
Hello and welcome to Cimbrer Bushcraft, and welcome to the series Bushcraft from A to Z. And today is the letter X, and I must admit I had some trouble finding out what subject I was going to make out of this letter. Thankfully I got some help from some of my subscribers, and I decided this one should be about Xtra Gear. And well, what is Xtra Gear? For me, it's something you bring with you that you actually don't need unless you're going to need it. And I'll tell you a little saying that is in our circles and most in EDC circles. They say 2 is 1 and 1 is none. And that means if you have one thing and you lose it, then you have nothing. So a couple of things I think would be very nice to have in pairs, 2 of that. So now I'm going to tell you which gear, Xtra Gear, I would choose. Well, first of all, I don't only have one knife with me. You all know that, and I probably can guess that you have it the same way. Most of our bushcraft community folks are fond of knives, so we can't get enough of them. So I have a few knives that I bring with me. I have my big SE5 and some smaller knife for smaller tasks. So always bring at least 2 knives when you're out in the forest. And beside that, I think some extra clothing would be very nice. Some socks if you are going and you are going down in the water and your feet are getting wet. It's very nice to have warm and dry socks with you. And when you're going out and you have a lot of layer on you, you can probably sweat, and the sweat inside your inner layer is not good for you because it will make you cold. So an extra piece of inner layer that you can use also if it's going to be cold, suddenly cold where you are. And another thing I always bring with me is a multi-tool. There are hundreds of different kinds of multi-tool you can choose from. I have a little multi-tool that I use when I'm preparing my Amadou for fire lighting, and beside that I almost always have my buck knife with me. And those of you who haven't seen this knife, a review of this, I will tell you in my video about my multi-tools and folding knives. I have told you about this, but this little multi-tool is very durable and versatile, and I can use it for many things. And if you're out in the woods and something happens, this one can solve a lot of problems. So some kind of multi-tool, I will prefer to have this with me all the time. And also a repair kit. I made a video some month ago where I showed you the repair kit I have made, and I think that is very nice to have with you if something is been torn apart or you have to mend it, repair something. It's very good to have this with you. And beside the repair kit, I always have at least 2 first aid kit with me. I have one in my rucksack, and I have one in my belt kit. And that's because when I'm in the camp, I'll always put my rucksack place I'm going to sleep, and then I can wander around in the wood and collect some wood I can use for firewood. And in these circumstances, I could be unlucky and cut myself. And the last thing is a little fishing kit I would recommend you to have with you. Just in case that you are out and you are lost and you can't find your way home, then a little fishing kit would be in place and very nice. And for the final, remember to bring extra whiskey and tobacco when you're out in the forest and you're enjoying yourself. it's very hard to run out of whiskey or tobacco. That's my experience. So for me, some extra whiskey and tobacco. Yeah, and I think this place is very cool. You can see behind me. And I found this place actually last Saturday when I was out filming my video. So when I went down to the car, I came through this area, and it's really cool. It's very cozy, and it could be a nice spot for an overnighter. I just turn you around here, and as you can see, it's located down to something almost lake. There's some water down there, but there's a big open area here. This could be a spot where many deers are gathering, perhaps in the morning or in the afternoon. Just go down here. I have to be careful not to go into the water. Look at this fantastic view. So I'm certain that this is one of my new favorite spots here in Royal Forest. And there's a little hill here, and I like it when it's not all flat. You know, Denmark is a very flat land, very flat country, so when we are having these little hills, well, it's very nice. So, a new favorite place. I love it. Yeah, and maybe you have noticed I got me a new tarp. It's a 2x2 meters tarp, and the reason why I bought this is because it's lightweight, and when I'm going out in the forest, if it's going to rain or there's very windy, I can put this little tarp up. It is only made of nylon or some synthetic fabric. I would prefer to have it in canvas, and I contacted a few suppliers of canvas tarps and asked them if they would like to make a canvas tarp that is 2x2 meters. I think it's a very nice size. You can't, or you could, but it's not very good for sleeping in. But you can sit in it and be protected from the wind and the rain. So I think it's very awesome, and I like it very much. And this plow point setup makes it the best way to have space inside it. You can see I can sit up in it and preparing my coffee, no problems there. So, but if anyone out there know a place, I would like to be it here in Europe, where I can buy a 2x2 meter canvas tarp, please let me know. I'm willing to pay a good price for that, because I think it's one of the things I will use very much. Well, this is all for now, folks. Hope you enjoyed this little video and my series Bushcraft from A to Z. It's been a wonderful day here in Royal Forest again, and the weather has been so nice. It's 7 degrees here in Denmark at this moment, no sign of winter anywhere. And again, I would like to say Happy New Year to all your nice subscribers out there and viewers. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider to do that. I'm going to make some very great and amazing new videos in this coming year. And I hope that I can make my base camp, so I can make some other kind of videos too. beside these ones I'm making here. And the next letter is Y, and I haven't decided yet what it shall be about. So well, I would like to make that video fast, because when I come to the last letter, the letter Z, I have a plan for that, and I actually was sponsored some gear, so I could make this little video about the letter Z. So I'm looking forward to that. So Y just has to be fixed, and I'm thinking about very hard what I can tell you about in this letter Y. So now I'm going home again and edit my video and enjoying the rest of my weekends together with my wife. I hope you're having a nice weekend, and I hope to see you again on the next one. Bye bye and take care.